Hey everybody, Ashindor here. Today I'm going to be continuing the Gauntlet run that I started in my last video, which is a decent Magmar deck. We've got one win behind us, and hopefully we'll rack up a few more before we plummet to a terrible defeat. So right off the bat, we've got a matchup with Kara for Vanar. So let's see how this goes. This is probably going to be a pretty tough matchup. Kara's pretty strong. Alright, so I've got my Young Silithar, I've got Dire Tide Frenzy, a Windrunner. I'm going to go ahead and replace the Storm Metal. I'm going to hang on to the Dancing Blades. Let's see what we get. Okay, Repulsor Beast. That could be pretty useful, I think. Shiro Puppy Dragon. Alright, let me think really quickly about what I want to do here. I think I want to replace Dire Tide Frenzy. Okay, Plasma Storm. That could be useful. Alright, so unfortunately I don't really have a great play here. I think I'm going to drop my Windrunner right there and just pass the turn. The reason I'm doing that is so that on my next turn I will be able to play something and then move my Windrunner in to immediately give it a boost. So it'll be kind of a Shiro versus Windrunner sort of battle here, unless, being Vanar, she has one of any number of removal spells. Snow Rippler, okay. That's kind of interesting. So my options here, because I can't get to a Mana Tile, unfortunately, would be... okay, yeah, so I think what I want to do is... I'm going to move here. I'm going to play a Young Silithar there. And then I'm going to Repulsor Beast this guy over to that side of the map. Move down here, buff both of those guys. What is she up to? Alright, so that makes sense. Oh my! Okay, so I have kind of a choice of how I want to go here. My Plasma Storm is rapidly becoming less useful because Shiro and Kinetic Surge are going to buff everything, so I think I'm going to replace that. So I've now got a couple options. I can try to continue to try to control these creatures from getting out of control. I do probably need to kill Shiro, but I could also just try to go face and just kill him right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I need to drop a... He can move here. I want to drop, I think, Nasher right there. Alright. Snow Chaser, okay. Aspect of the Drake. Well, that's exciting. Alright, yeah, so that's that. She has no mana left, though, so... Well, so that's pretty intense, certainly. Alright, let's see if I can, what I can do here. This guy, I can run it here, and then he'll deal 3 to everything, which is nice. We're going to 14, 10, 6, 3, and 3. Okay, so I can just kill her right here. Alright, so that worked out pretty nicely. In fact, I didn't even need to bother with the Nasher clear there, but seemed like the thing to do. Alright, that was a pretty quick win actually. I liked that game. Let's go in for another, see how we do. I will say I haven't seen Windrunner work that well before. We were very lucky that she didn't pull any really significant removal spells on us. A cryogenesis or a chromatic cold or anything, and we would have been in much worse shape that game.
Vanar versus
another Vanar match. We got Faye this time, so we will have to remember to position to avoid giving her multiple hits on her Warbird ability. So again, I don't think I'm going to need Plasma Storm or the Bound Life Force right off the bat. Okay, you know, this is fine. Depending on what she does, I may just drop Yun on the mana tile just so that she can't use it, and then try to play more 4-cost things on subsequent turns. Okay, Dragonlark, alright. So I think the real question is, do I want to grab... I think I'm going to replace the Claws for now. We're just going to drop Yun and Sego. That's fine. Because hopefully next turn I will be able to... well, I mean, like, basically all my stuff is... Basically, I can't effectively use a whole lot of mana tiles right now, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. That's interesting. You know, this is actually a little bit frustrating because if I had just one more mana available, I would be able to Dancing Blades that, or just drop Spirit Harvester. I'm going to swap out Dire Tech Frenzy real quick. So unfortunately, I think I'm just going to have to basically how do I want to do this? I think I'm just going to drop a Planar Scout there, my Primus Shield Master there, and then punch it. He's got this thing that he could just trade into the Planar Scout if he wants to, and that's fine. Because on next turn, I'll be able to start dropping my actual, like, big monsters. And also be able to start overloading, so that'll be nice. I don't have a great feeling about this one so far. This may be the first loss. She doesn't appear to have a quick answer to it, which is nice. Alright, some positioning shenanigans. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, let me think about how I want to do this. I can drop Spirit Harvester to kill that. I can run that into here, and then Spirit Harvester will kill it. Burr is kind of interesting, but not super relevant right now. So it's going to change into a pet. So as long as I put the Spirit Harvester over here, it'll just walk over and hit me instead of one of my guys. So that's fine. And let's just move this guy that way and then drop that there. Okay, so that's fine. Definitely not the worst this could have been, because it's going to die this turn to Spirit, or to my turn to Spirit Harvester if she doesn't have some way of clearing it off. And on my turn I'll be able to overload and start punching her with these things. Repulsor should be good for knocking stuff away. I've got the Plasma Storm if she drops some like cheap stuff. Snow Rippler, okay. And Aspect, fun. So I can just trade in there and let this thing kill both of them, which sounds... I'm going to get rid of the Plasma Storm. Okay, so I've got 6 mana left. I don't have anything I really immediately need to kill here, so I am going to just move this guy up here. Drop the Golden Mantella there. I'm going to play Young Silithar there. And I'm actually just going to move over this way. Let Spirit Harvester do its thing. I think I'm going to replace the Repulsor here. Going to drop the Primus, and then that, and Overcharge. Repulsor again. Okay, that's fine. If she drops like a big minion or something, I can just bounce it over here. Okay, that's a thing. Golden Mantella, fair enough. Alright, so that'll trade with Lightbender. I'm going to swap around Planar Scout because I just don't see it doing a whole lot for me here. Okay, so she did dispel all my attack buffs, which is unfortunate. However, do I want to drop... Huh. I think I'm just going to drop Dancing Blades. is a little risky. Because she's got the Warbird. But I'm hoping that I can also just push forward damage and Storm Metal Golem. Because she's going to need, you know, if she doesn't do additional things, she's going to need at least a couple turns to kill me here. And so I can drop Storm Metal, and then if she doesn't have an answer for that, like, almost immediately, then we will be in pretty good shape. Okay. So I need to prevent her from, like, hitting me at all. So what I'm going to do is drop the Storm Metal there. No, I'm going to drop the Repulsor Beast there. Send that flying all over the fucking place. I'm going to move here. And then drop Storm Metal. Does she have the additional 2 damage? Come on. Alright, that was a good match. Alright. 3rd win. We're on a hot streak here. Let's see if we can ruin it right here. We'll play out a 4th game and hopefully complete my Magmar quest. Not hopefully. We'll complete my Magmar quest whether we win or lose. Hopefully we'll win. Lionar. I'm less thrilled with this one. You know, I keep thinking that this is going to be a useful card at some point. So far it just hasn't been. I'm going to swap those out. Oh, okay, see, this is like an opening hand that you can actually do something with. Azurite Lion. Well, okay, so... I think I'm just going to press with what I was going to do. Drop the Young Soulthar and the Veil Hunter back here. Say go. Azurite can be a real problem if he's got a buff in his hand, because he could maul some things, but since this has Rebirth, not thrilled either way, but between Primordial onto the Veil Hunter and Blood Tier Alchemist, I should be able to clear some stuff out next turn. Mantella, alright. Alright. You got anything? Okay. I'm not 100% on what's happening here, but that is A-okay. Okay, so I think what a strategy here is to place a rock here that will be able to drop minions at a distant point here, which is fine except that I have, I believe, enough oomph here to basically just destroy everything he's trying to do. So I'm going to go over, I'm just going to punch the Mantella. I am going to play Primordial Gazer here. Shoot that. I'm going to Blood Tear Alchemist that. And then I'm going to kill that. And my thought here is that with this guy placed there, he won't be able to just walk up and hit the egg. He'll have to at least play like one other thing to kill my alchemist there. And I also now have a 3/4 minion ranged minion over here, which means I should be able to control the board pretty effectively unless he's got a Dispel or something. Repulsor Beast. That seems like a weird use of Repulsor Beast, but you know, he may not really have that many options. So cool, all good. So how do I want to use my resources here? I've got 5 mana. I could play Healing Mystic and Golden Mantilla. I don't really have anything to heal. Or I could play Primus and Overcharge. I think the question is, do I need this guy to stick around? It makes more sense, I think, to drop a Primus Shieldmaster right there. Trade in. I'm going to move him there. I'm going to move her back here. I'm going to ping for 3. And I'm going to overload. Alright. So he basically needs to find an answer for this somewhere, or I'm going to be able to, you know, continue to damage him and mow down most of what he can plausibly play, either with my ranged minion or with Spirit Harvester or something. I'm going to slowly be building up strength here. Sunsteel Defender, very cool. Okay. So I could punch. I think I'm going to punch with myself, actually. I'm going to move that there. I'm going to move that there. I'm going to just walk out, punch that guy right in the face, kill it, heal myself up, and then Golden Mantella. And then I could just play a rock right here. And in fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the rock right there so that he cannot use a minion plus whatever to nuke all 3 of these things. And then I'm going... Do I want to punch him here? I don't think that I do. I think I want to keep that healthy. Martyrdom. Yep, for sure. Works for me. Ion, interesting. Okay. Alright. I'm going to replace the Pointer Scout because it's clearly... well, that's, if anything, even worse here. That's fine, though. So, I think that what I am going to do right here is just punch him. I am going to overcharge and punch him. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to punch there. And then I'm going to drop Spirit Harvester. Alright, that's about what I figured. So he has to find a way to deal with my Primus here in order to move back away from the rock. If not, I kill him rock and myself. He doesn't have anything to roar, which is really the important thing here. Like, as long as I keep his minions off the board, he will struggle to be able to build anything up. Now, he could still, like, if he's got, like, a Divine Bond or some, like, crazy crap out of hand, he can maybe drop something, buff it, and start clearing my stuff away, but he has one turn in which to, like, reduce a lot of my damage output, or otherwise, you know, lock me down. So, like, Inquisitor Kron here, maybe. Judging by the time it's taking him to think, I'm guessing he doesn't have any obvious play. So, probably not a Kron, probably not a... I don't know, probably not a Circle of Life or whatever the heck it is. Silver Guard, sure. Afterblaze, okay, fair enough. But, again, this positioning means that you're at the mercy of my upper minions. So, you could roar him, I guess. But, yeah, so there's nothing you can really do. Yeah, roar, okay. But, again, Rock's gonna hit him for 4, Spirit Harvester will finish him off with 5. Well played. Alright, so that concludes our Magmar quest for today. This is going pretty well so far, 4-0. Doing pretty well. I'm really enjoying playing Magmar in the Gauntlet. There's just a lot of, like, you know, really brute force things that you can do. Vath is just a continual threat that just builds up. So this is going pretty well. Not sold on the Plasma Storm so far, but you know, it's fine. So until next time, when I will probably be back to playing a few ladder games or trying some other wacky thing, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.